Hi, everybody. Let me make sure my camera is just a little bit higher. Yeah, I think we're good. Just get just a little bit lower. Okay. Hello, friends. How are you guys doing? Hello, hello. I'm Janet. I'm going to put my camera just a little bit lower. All right. So I'm back doing these lives. So yeah, I'll be more active with the lives because I'm really enjoying these lives. I think it'll be my new thing, maybe like 3 times a week. I'm going to try to get on a better schedule. Sorry, guys. Let me just see. Okay, I'm going to try to get on a better schedule, at least so you guys know when I'm coming on live. But I can do 3 times a week. I think it'll be awesome. I love it. I'm actually really enjoying this. So I'm Janet Flores, and this is Raw Living Way. So welcome to my channel if you're new. I pretty much talk about a raw living lifestyle, living on raw foods, the most abundant foods that make us feel our best, that are the most loving to our body. And also I talk a lot about juice fasting. Juice fasting is actually probably number one. I think juice fasting is the foundation of my message of this channel, because before we can even get into raw foods or, start like a new healing modality for the body, we have to clean out the body first, okay? So if you're interested though on going raw vegan, and you don't know where to start, I have a really nice gift for you all, how to go raw. So it's Raw Vegan 101 from Plate to Soul. It's a 6-video free course for you so you can learn and get more information and how to make this easier and sustainable and fun and exciting, because it's a lifestyle. It's not a diet. It's awesome once you know and once you see, how natural this is for us. So I have this course just for you. Go ahead and click, there's a link below and you can sign up, and you're going to get the first video course to your inbox. And there's 6 videos. They're not long. They're just short and easy, straight to the point. All right. So enjoy that. So yeah, the foundation is juice fasting, because I truly believe that through juice fasting is how we really get to feel our best. Because if we're not cleaning out the body first, we're putting a Band-Aid on it. You can try anything, I'm not going to compare raw foods to a supplement or the next kind of new pill to take or spray or whatever's out there, this new herb that's going to help you feel better and all that stuff. The thing is, you guys, if we're not cleaning out the colon first, if we're not cleaning out the digestion system from the small intestine to the large intestine, if we're not cleaning out that, what's the point? What's the point of taking anything? So we're missing the ball here, right? So we must first clean out the body. When we clean out the digestive system, we're also healing the lymphatic system. We're clearing out the lymphatic system. So we're cleaning the lymphatic system. We're allowing the lymphatic system to do its job. This is one of the most important elements of the body, is the lymphatic system. And if it's full of mucus, how can it help us? How can it clean out toxins, right? So we're also helping our nervous system. It's a whole body, it's a whole up level to the body, okay? So our blood, our cells, and it starts with the gut. We got to clean out that colon. There's so much pressure impacted in that, and it's affecting everything in the body. So it starts there. So this is why, although we can go into raw foods, awesome, of course, we got to start with a juice fast. We got to clean out the gut first. So I'm on today 8 days on my juices, and I think today will be my last day. I was going to just go 5 days, but I saw that I was still having bowel movements and having waste, and I'm not going to stop, right? This is why there's illness and disease. So I said, you know what? By the way, if you don't know, I have gone 60 days on a juice fast and now 130 days on a juice fast. So my first juice fast, I healed myself. I was very ill and I had to do a change. I had to make a change. And so I did that, and it was life changing. It just awakened me in so many ways. I thought I was awake. Oh, when I did this, I was like, wow, this is the awakening. This is God's way. And it was through food, through juice, through the plants and fruits. And so then I went on 130 days. I just kept going. I was only going to do a couple weeks, and I kept going. And after 130 days, I learned so much about this journey. Now I coach on this. I have a membership on this. I'm spreading the message. So if you're on board with this, awesome. You came to the right place. And if you're on your juice fast now, keep going. This is awesome. Go as long as you need to go. There's no time limit. I suggest a 40-day juice fast first, but after that, if you feel like you need to keep going, you have to keep going. Why would you stop, right? So yes, the foundation of going into raw foods, and this is in the course as well, is going on a juice fast first. That's what I recommend. So now it's just what I do, and I share the message, and I motivate others to step into their greatest power. So here's my watermelon juice. And, there's a right way to do a juice fast, and there's a wrong way. So if you want one-on-one support, I'm here for you. You can see all the links below. It's there. All right. So today's topic, I'm going to be pretty brief about it. I'm going to talk about gluttony. Gluttony is real, and I want to be very sensitive about this subject because I'm not here to judge. And there's a passage in the Bible I want to read. So I'm looking at it. I'm looking for it. So this is not about being judgmental and, demonizing food or, anything like that. It's just the reality. There's a lot of overweight and disease in this world, and diabetes up to cancer. And this is because I'm going to say it's gluttony. A lot of it is gluttony. And so if it's going to affect someone's life where they're going to die, we need to talk about this. So I'm not judging, saying that, eating food is bad. No, not at all. I'm talking about this today with love and with compassion because it's a subject we should talk about. What is overeating? Why are we overeating? What's going on? I've learned a lot on my journey and with working with so many people. And I can tell you that at the end of the day, this is deeper than the physical. There's something deep within that we need to heal. There's something that's happened, whether it's from our childhood up to our teenage years, early 20s, up to our late years. What's going on? This is an energy, and that we're holding this inside, right? This is hurt, and it's pain, and it's anxiety. And what happens? This energy, it creates us, finding food as a comfort to hide something else. This is an addiction. It's become an addiction. This is gluttony, and it's in the Bible here. And I'm going to read it here. It says here, the passage in the image, it's an image that I posted, is from the book of Sirach, also called, excuse me if I can't pronounce this, Ecclesiasticus, specifically Sirach 37, 27, 31, found in the Deuterocanonical books of the Bible. These books are included in the Catholic and Eastern Orthodox Bibles, but not typically found in Protestant versions. And I'll tell you what it says here. My child, as you go through life, keep your appetite under control. And this passage is controlling the appetite. My child, passage 27 here. My child, as you go through life, keep your appetite under control and don't eat anything that you know is bad for you. All food doesn't agree with everyone, and everyone doesn't like the same kinds of food. Don't feel that you just have to have all sorts of fancy food, and don't be a glutton over any food. If you eat too much, you'll get sick. If you do it all the time, you'll always have stomach trouble. Gluttony has been the death of many people. Avoid it and live longer. All right, this is real, y'all. So Sirach 37, 27, 31 speaks about controlling appetite, not overeating, and how gluttony leads to sickness and death. It encourages moderation and self-awareness regarding food choices. So this is why I'm really happy to be talking about this, because I think it needs to be spoken about. And sometimes people don't want to talk about it because they feel they're, going to be hurting someone's feelings or they're being judgmental. And no, I mean, people are dying. People are dying from this. This needs to be talked about. We can't glorify being overweight, because unless you're somehow overweight and you're healthy, right? But if you're overweight, if weight has been an issue, this can lead to death and disease and so many problems in the body. So much disruption in the body. So this, and mental stress as well, emotional stress. This weighs heavy in the heart. So I wanted to talk about gluttony, and I had notes, but I can just talk about it freely. So we need to just be aware that something deep is going on. Something deep is going on with us having to eat, 3 times a day, 3 full meals a day when we haven't gone to the bathroom in a couple days, or you're already constipated. I mean, you guys, there's a reason why 7 days I'm on a juice fast, intermittent fasting, because I want to make sure I'm flowing. I want to make sure my digestion is clear. And if you're having bowel movements every day, that doesn't mean you're not backed up. I promise you that. If you've never gone on a fast of any kind to clean out your system, to flush out, I can tell you after 130 days, I still had fecal matter coming out. Yes, I went 130 days and I finally stopped. I said, you know what? It wasn't as much at that point. It was just like, it was stuck. It was fecal matter that's been stuck, and old waste that's been stuck for a long time. Obviously I'm going to put my volume down. So this stuff has been there for a long time, 130 days, you guys. So when you guys say, I go every day, and you've never done any kind of flush out and you've never cleaned out your body. I'm sorry. I thought I turned this off. Shoot. And you've never done any kind of flush out, and you've never, this is off. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Shoot. I don't know how to turn this thing off. No. Oh, wait, let's see. My bad, you guys. That's so annoying. Oh, here we go. Silence. I figured it out. So this is what happens when we go live. This is what happens. So this is serious stuff. This is serious stuff. And if you haven't, so you've never done a juice fast, you've never done any kind of fast, anything, I got to tell you, there's something going on deep down inside. And I can tell you from my experience, you can learn a lot, you guys. I don't know how many people have gone that far. There are people who've gone longer than me, but not many people have done this journey, 130 days. And I can tell you what I saw, it's incredible what the body can hold. It's incredible. And I'm a tiny girl. It's incredible what the body can hold. So go on a 40-day juice fast. I highly recommend that. So what's going on with gluttony is emotional. It's a pain that's deep down inside. It's something going on. And there's just something going on deeper than you're hungry. We're not really hungry if we're having 3 to 5 meals a day, unless I can understand if you're working out, if you're an athlete, and if you're out there and you're burning those calories, that's different. But, if you're just, you have your normal workouts for the day and you're having 3 to 4 meals a day, like, this is off balance. And in the system, we've been brought up to believe that it's normal to have this much food. The whole pyramid system of food is a joke. It's all crazy. None of it's true. We're meant to eat fruits and raw foods and stay hydrated. We can live off this. Nuts and seeds, avocado, healthy fats. Like, you guys, this isn't plenty. This is plentiful. So now it's sort of going into scarcity mode when we have to eat animals and dairy and all this, go far out like that. This is a scarcity mentality. We have to kill and all that. There's no need for that. We're not living in a society where we need to go do that, right? And I can see if you say, oh, well, I live, back in the day, we lived out in the middle of nowhere. We had to, all right, okay. But what about right now here in this world that we're living in? It's not justified. And what happens is when we have so many options, that makes it harder to make better choices. When you go raw vegan, when you make it simple, when you return back to nature, it's easier, it's simplified. It's just so much more easy on the mind, on the body. Okay. It's like a minimalist lifestyle. When you go raw vegan, it's awesome. And less is more. Less is more. You're more fulfilled. Less is more. Because the more we need, the more we want, it's just never enough. It's never enough. So I recommend go on a 40-day juice fast, explore this, experience this beautiful journey, and you're going to see what the body is releasing. It's unbelievable. The body will just keep releasing and releasing. And it's just like, how? Well, this is why there's sickness and there's illness. This colon needs to be cleaned out. So back to gluttony, there is something deeper there. And I can tell you from my one-on-ones, my coaching, people I work with, I get messages every day, my own journey, you know, what I've gone through emotionally on a juice fast going that long. It's a very spiritual journey. And as if you've gone, you understand that. So what is going on is it's boredom. It's just something to do. You're covering up something you need to deal with. We're not dealing with our shit. We're not dealing with what we literally, we need to clean out the shit, but we're not really dealing with what's going on inside. What do we need to heal, transmute, talk about, release, work with, love? Where do we need healing? What do we need to let go, really, right? So this goes deeper than having to have all these meals. There's something this is covering up something deeper. And we must be careful because as the Bible says, gluttony leads to death. So it is a sin. It's a sin to overeat. It's a sin to eat out of indulgence just because, you know, not that I don't want an indulgent brownie, like raw vegan, but I mean, just to eat out of having to eat because it's not enough, you know, having more than you need to. If you're not hungry, you're eating because you're not hungry. That doesn't make sense, right? So let's look at food. What it really is, food is here for us, to nourish us, to hydrate us, to give us life. You know, we can break bread with family. We can sit with family and enjoy a nice meal, a ceremonial aspect with it as well. I get that. That's beautiful, right? When you're with family, when you're joining together and you're having this beautiful meal. Yeah, absolutely. But when it gets to the point where we're bored, it's lunchtime, we need to eat. When you haven't even had a bowel movement from your last meal, you haven't even had a bowel movement from the meal the prior day, there's a serious problem here. And this is why we have bulging bellies. And this is why people are overweight and sick. The list goes on. Arthritis. You know, I was speaking to somebody who has arthritis. It's really bad. Well, they're eating cereal at 9 p.m. They're having cereal at 9 p.m. It's a pure sugar, the cereal that they're eating. I said, wow. So we're going to go to bed with a full stomach, our intestines are full, our stomach's full. We're going straight to bed. What do you think the digestive system is going to do right now? This is work you're giving it. We're going to bed. We need to rest. When we go to bed, the body's healing. Why do you think there's arthritis in the body? Because the body cannot digest this food. The body cannot assimilate this food. It's too much. It's like we're killing ourselves, you guys, with food. So what's really going on with food? There's something deeper here. This is not about the food. What's going on deep down inside? Because this is covering up something else. And this is why I recommend, what's the solution? Where do I start? Well, I know what's helped me and so many, put the fork down for a bit. Put the fork down, give the body a break, to center itself, to purge out what it needs to, because you're going to see a lot's going to go on. Spiritually, there's an awakening that happens. Also, after a juice fast, something happens to people. They get inspired. They follow their dreams and their goals. Why? Because they've had this heavy burden of infestation in the body, this heavy weight, 30 pounds. I needed to go for a lot of people, more than 30 pounds. For me, it was like 25 pounds I had to release, and I was already tiny. I mean, it's wild, you guys. So there's a lot going on here, and it's deeper than, you being hungry when you've just had a meal 2 hours ago. You're not hungry. My dear, have a juice, have some water. You're thirsty, you're dehydrated. Your body is screaming for help. Again, if you're an athlete, you're working out, it's intense. That's a little different, right? Even then we can push it hard. I still recommend, having foods that are raw and full of life and hydration and minerals. You'd be fine with that. And if you want protein and you're working out, there's plentiful protein in raw foods, nuts and seeds, avocados, leafy greens, dark leafy greens. There's your protein. all foods have protein, you know? So I wanted to talk about that if it helps at all. I think it's a subject we must talk about. It's okay to talk about being gluttonous because people are dying because of this. This is serious stuff. Okay, so if you want support and you want, more information on this kind of stuff, you want to stay on the path and you see what I'm saying and it resonates. And it's hard out there in the world sometimes, I'll tell you, because our family and our friends, society, they're on this gluttony path. They're on this having their 3 to 4 meals a day. This is not normal. This is not normal. The body is crying for help. We can't do this anymore. Enough is enough. We need to intermittent fast. We need to take a break from foods once a month. That's what we need to do. Go on fruits for 2 weeks. Go on smoothies for 2 weeks. I mean, whatever it takes, just give the body a break. Smoothies, fruits, juicing. We need to intermittent fast. I do water fasting. I do dry fasting. I'm not pushing that on anybody. That's my own thing. It works for me. And I juice fast. At the end of the day, I will say we must fast in some way to allow your body to just be. A lot's going to happen when you let your body just be. It's life-changing. And if you want support and if you want friendships and connections and you want a sustainable environment where, this lifestyle is sustainable because friends and family don't understand, I have a membership at Raw Living Self-Mastery. It's an amazing place to be. I'm there every day. I go live on Fridays and during the week, about 3 times a week I'm live. I have all kinds of raw food recipes, over 50 recipes. I also do a 15-minute call. As soon as you come into the membership, we'll talk. And if it goes longer, it's all good. I'm there for you. And I have so much. I have my lives. I have, me in the kitchen. I do culinary trainings in the kitchen so you can learn. And I'm going to go in tomorrow to my kitchen to teach a new recipe. So I do juice fasting coaching as well. I also do coaching throughout the year for juice fasting, like group coaching. So about 5 times a year, I'm going to do this because I really think that we all have to fast throughout the year. Fasting isn't one time, it's forever, you guys. We need to fast forever. It's a lifestyle. It's not just like one day I'm going to fast. No, we have to keep with our digestion forever. This is our body. We have to take care of it. And when you see it as a lifestyle and when you see that it's totally doable, it's not hard, it's easy, it's fun. And when you get in a habit like this, it's a lifestyle. This isn't hard. You feel your best. You realize, wow, I'm never, constipated anymore. I used to be all the time. Never anymore. It's amazing. You learn more about yourself and your body with raw foods, what you're really meant to have, how so dehydrated we are. I mean, this is real, you guys. So in this membership, I have so much to offer. I'm there. It's a community. We're all friends. It's awesome. We're all very supportive. You can count on me to answer all your questions. You get a 40-day juice fast protocol. As soon as you get in the membership, as soon as you get in your email, you get a 40-day juice fast protocol from A to Z, how to start your fast, how to break your fast. And again, you're in the membership, so I'll be helping you there as well, guiding you. And how to have a sustainable raw vegan path. What else? I have a meal program, a 14-day meal program as well. So it's all about raw foods and fasting and, living your best life. So ultimately, you can be free of all the burdens. You can just be free and not have this thing that's been weighing you down, whether it's weight, whether it's spiritual, it's all one, it's all spiritual at the end of the day. So it's just a great place to just have accountability, stay on track, because I'm there to remind you every day, this is the path. Because I'm telling you, our loved ones, our family, our friends, they may not understand. So it is absolutely essential to have a place where you feel safe as far as knowing hey, they get me, you're on the right path, by the way. This is it. Sorry if everyone's lost, man. I'm sorry, but you're on the right path. So continue. This is a blessing to be on this path. I'm so grateful every day that I have found this because I don't care what the world is doing. You have to follow your life, your truth. Who cares what anybody else is doing? At the end of the day, this is your life. You have to stand strong for yourself. Nobody else is going to do it. And everybody else wants you to be there for them. How can you be there for them if you can't be there for yourself? So it starts within. We must be well. And it takes a very courageous person to walk strong in this path, because not everybody gets this. And I hope that they do. And I pray that they, little by little, there's a movement. I see it. More fruits, more vegetables. There's something happening. There's a shift happening. So you're on board. You're on the right track. And just keep going, because this is the most beautiful path. It's the lightest path. It's the freest path. And that's what we deserve as children of God. We're not here to suffer. We're not meant to suffer. So why? So that's what I wanted to talk about. Gluttony. It's deeper than food. Food is just covering up something deep down inside that we need to heal. And that's what it is. It's at the heart center. What's going on? Let's figure it out, right? All right. Sending so much love. Thank you for being here today. And I'll see you in the membership. There's a link below. All right, everybody. And just remember, you are here to shine. You are here to feel your very, very best. Don't play small. Rise up. All right, guys. Bye, everybody. Have a beautiful day. I'll be back. I'll be back soon this week. I'll be back soon.